Hello everybody, my name is Natalia Willett and I'm a real estate and estate planning attorney here in the state of Florida. And today I wanted to talk to you about renewing your leases during this COVID pandemic. Should you do it? Should you not do it? What are some of the things that you should watch out for when you are trying to or considering renewing leases with tenants? I recommend you subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We have over 100 videos tailored to real estate and estate planning experiences for investors in the state of Florida, for families in the state of Florida, and heck, just for retirees that have extra properties and rental income. So let's get started. When it comes to renewing your leases, you are going to want to make sure of the following. How did the tenant behave when it comes to requesting repairs? Were they in the habit of putting it in writing? Were those kind of repair requests reasonable? Were they foreseeable in the lease agreement that you had with your tenant? Red flags when it comes to, do you want to renew with this tenant, are people that are asking for you to make repairs weekly, for people that are asking you to essentially take care of the cleanup of their property and handle the maintenance that should really be taken care of by a tenant. That person's going to be problematic. That person's going to be wanting to have rental adjustments every month. You are not going to want to renew a lease with that type of tenant. All right, so maintenance is the number one thing that you should be thinking about. Number two, how carefully are they following your provisions regarding pets and animals? I find that there are so many landlords out there who said, I had never authorized my tenant to have a pet there, and it ends up that this person has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pets in the property. That can create a substantial amount of damage and not normal wear and tear to your property that you had not foreseen when you calculated the rent for this person. So when it comes to rent renewals, are they following your pet provisions? You can have excellent tenants who abide by those provisions. And right now the market is hot for getting the right type of tenant for you. If you are somebody that does not allow any pets in the properties and your current tenant has pets, you do not want to renew a lease with them. So maintenance, pets. Now, what are one of the other reasons? Okay, obviously rent, right? How well are they at paying rent? Do they always wait until the 10th of the month to pay rent? Are they always late, or are they always timely? Are they even paying rent? Have they been taking advantage of the CDC moratorium? And by what I mean by taking advantage is, obviously, if they are unemployed for a brief period of time due to the pandemic, how quickly did they go out and seek employment? How quickly did they restart paying rent? Somebody who it shows by their actions responsibility and wanting to comply with the lease agreement is very different from somebody who's been sitting in your property for 10, 12 months without paying any rent, without making any effort to comply with the lease agreement and are essentially taking advantage of you. So maintenance, pets, rent, right? And then the other one is, what kind of a relationship have you had with this particular tenant? Have they been your tenant for years? Have they always allowed you to inspect the property? Do you know their family? Do you know their children? Are they somebody that you've established a long-term relationship with? Or is this somebody who tends to be transient in their tenancies? Have they gone from place to place to place to place? Because that should signal to you whether you should be renewing with them, what kind of loyalty they have to the property owners, what kind of care they put into the property. Do they treat it as their home, or do they treat it as the fun Airbnb to throw parties in? So very important. And then finally, occupants. What kind of occupants are there? You've got to be really careful with the behavior of your tenants. And by that, I mean, did they actually list everybody who's an adult and a child in their lease agreement? Are they complying with that? You need to be checking that. Are there people coming in and out that were not in the lease? And by people, I mean generally adults. Is the place occupied by too many people for the type of location? Are they having altercations? Are they creating noise complaints among their neighboring community as a result of these unauthorized occupants? Very important for you to consider in renewing your leases. So, maintenance, pets, rent, time that you've had with them, and then occupancy compliance. Those are 5 big things that I want you to think about before you renew your leases in the era of COVID. To contact our office, 813-480-2106 to get rid of non-compliant tenants, to learn how to properly terminate lease agreements, and to not let yourself be bullied into renewing leases that are not in your interest. Thank you and good luck out there, investors.